Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
The Alabama Crimson Tide has plummeted to number 15 in the AP poll, marking their lowest ranking since 2010. I'd like to take this moment to say this to all you Alabama fans. Shut the hell up. Stop complaining. Do you understand how awesome that is? I'd kill for that. Okay? I think we have more losses already as a Florida Gator than you guys have had like the last 5 years. Stop it. They've lost to Vanderbilt in Tennessee this year. They dropped from number 1 to their current position. No longer even ranked in the top 5 among SEC teams. Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, LSU, Texas A&M, all ranked higher than Alabama, signaling a shocking turn of events for the Tide this season. But knowing what an embarrassment of riches Alabama's been dealing with the last 14 years, you guys should still be like, okay, we'll take it down here. It's okay. We're not going to make a big deal about this.
Number 6.
Alabama reached record highs in employment and wages, with average weekly wages rising to $1,061.20 in September, despite a slight increase in the unemployment rate to 2.9%. The labor force employment numbers, also hit new highs, with over 24,000 more people joining the workforce compared to last year. However, unemployment rates varied across the state. Listen to this. Shelby County has the lowest rate at 2.3%, and Wilcox County has an unemployment rate of 8.2%. But still, look, wages are up. I know inflation's hurting us everywhere. The number of people employed is up, but unemployment went up as well. So a little bit of a mixed bag, but still some good news here for those who are working and are happy to be working and wanting to be working. There's opportunities there. So that's a good thing to see.
Number 5.
United States Senator Tommy Tuberville, Republican of Auburn, blames the Biden-Harris administration and the current military leadership for recruitment shortages, claiming their woke policies and focuses on DEI have weakened the United States military. He warns that these leadership failures make the country more vulnerable to threats from China, which he believes is steadily building its military strength. Tuberville argues the U.S. should shift its focus from other conflicts like Ukraine to preparing for potential challenges from the Chinese Communist Party. The reality is the military needs to be able to do both. Their recruiting problems, yes, I'm sure there are some rooted in DEI, which we'll get to here in just a little bit. But there's other issues, too, like, I don't know, a culture that has demonized the military for the last couple of decades. You also have a situation with never-ending wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, which I think definitely suppressed recruitment as well. Don't think that the vaccine mandate didn't hurt either.
Number 4.
Haitian migrants in Alabama are living in fear, so we're told, with some too scared to leave their homes due to the hostility directed at their community, says Albertville pastor Johnny Pierre Charles. But he seems to be missing the point of contention that citizens were never asked about this influx. What are they? They're afraid to leave their house to go to the jobs they've taken from native Alabamians? That's what they're concerned about? Concerns intensified after photos surfaced of Haitian migrants being bused to work in a poultry plant, sparking baseless accusations and prompting community meetings. They're not baseless accusations. They are importing 4% of Haiti to the United States. That's not a baseless accusation. People are pissed about this. They weren't asked, hey, would you like to totally change your country and your community? Nobody asked these people that. That's why they're mad about it. No one's done anything to these people except complain about them coming here without a request.
Number 3.
Oh, no, this story scares me. It really does. Listen to this. A recent survey shows that 29% of Alabama's college faculty have applied for jobs outside of the state due to concerns over low pay and the new anti-DEI law, meaning if they can't use their state jobs to indoctrinate or use their race to get ahead, they might leave. Oh, no, come back, please. Don't go. No, stay. The law, which restricts diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, has led to the closure of DEI offices and the elimination of resources on campuses, prompting some faculty members to retire or leave the state. Oh, no, please don't come back. Oh, no. no, please. They're upset with their wages, okay? That's the real issue. They're looking for other jobs because that's what people do. They can make it about DEI if they want. If that's what they're leaving, bye!
Number 2.
The Trump campaign continues to criticize 60 Minutes for allegedly editing Vice President Kamala Harris's interview to make her responses seem more coherent and less stupid, accusing the network of bias and calling for the full transcript to be released, which is, I think, a completely reasonable thing that they should be doing. Like, why not release the transcript? They've done that before, but they're not going to do that because they're busted. CBS denied the claim, stating that both versions of Harris' answers were the same response, with the primetime version being more concise to fit the show's time constraints. The controversy began after conservatives mocked Harris's lengthy response on Face the Nation, which differed from the shorter answer aired on 60 Minutes. Well, they didn't want to make her look stupid, so they tried to help her. Unfortunately, she's Kamala Harris, so she looks stupid anyway. Release the transcripts. Now here we are 2 weeks later, and you're still explaining what you did and why you did it. You're losing. It's a bad idea. Don't do that.
Now,
stop it.
Time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
There is a democracy question on the ballot, we're being told. There's an election integrity question on the ballot. There is a question of whether we'll ever have another election again. And that question is apparently on the ballot. Yes, we will have elections again, just so you know. But a recent Fox News poll shows that more Harris supporters than Trump supporters are confident votes will be counted accurately and are willing to accept the results of the election, regardless of the outcome. Which, by the way, what a stupid question. I mean, it really is a stupid question. You go to a bunch of Democrats who have been force-fed the idea that elections are awesome, all elections are good, all elections are great, except 2016, except 2004, except 2000. Everything else is fine and wonderful, and everything's been great. We have the best election systems that ever have happened ever. They have to say, yes, we'll accept the results of the election. Republicans say, no, we're not going to accept the results of the election if we don't trust them, which is, again, the position that Democrats take every time that they lose. So if Republicans lose, they don't trust the results. If Democrats lose, they don't trust the results. Dale, this is bad. Yes, of course it's bad. But why are we pretending that's not what the case is? Why are we pretending otherwise? Do we not remember 2016? Where Hillary Clinton suggested the Russians literally stole the election and it couldn't be trusted? Or Stacey Abrams, who still isn't understanding that she lost her election? Okay? Just like she's losing her battle against her BMI. All these issues she says are illegal and illegitimate. But that's okay. So the issue of accepting election results has been contentious for both parties. I mentioned Hillary Clinton and Stacey Abrams previously questioning the legitimacy of elections they've lost. Clinton, Abrams, and other Democrats have objected to Republican presidential wins in recent years. And Republicans are now being criticized because Trump battled the 2020 election. Just ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So here we are having this dumb fight. Well, the media says, well, Democrats will at least accept the results of the election. Yeah, if they win. Do we not remember what happened in 2017? They went to Washington, D.C., and Democrats tried to destroy the place because they didn't want to accept that Donald Trump was going to be president of the United States. That happened. Why are we pretending that didn't happen? But here we are again doing this whole, they won't accept the results of the election. I mean, everyone's going to accept the results of the election, but they're going to bitch about it. They're going to argue that there was some chicanery afoot. And you know what? In some places there will be. That's okay to point it out and have the battle. It's all right. We're allowed to disagree on these things. That's fine. Democrat and Republican. But when Democrats lose and they start whining about the election, they're only going to have themselves to blame when people go, ha! Didn't you say something completely different like 2 weeks ago? That's exactly what's going to happen. So get prepared for all of that. Also, get prepared to weigh in. You can obviously do that right here. Talk or text at 866-494-WVNN, 866-494-9866. You can jump in right there on the scoutpestcontrol.com WVNN hot take text line. You can email us.
You've got mail.
Dale at WVNN.com. Did you sign the loyalty pledge? Did you say you're going to accept no matter what happens on this election? Why would you do that? Why don't we just wait and see what happens and complain when things seem to be bad? That's a simply fair thing to do. But we'll talk more about that as we continue right here on WVNN.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.